I hear an engine spooling up, I believe. Let's keep an eye out for him. And there he is. There's Tom Larkin and the SubSonex Mini Jet. Tom caught the flying button from his father, who became a pilot shortly after Tom was born. He started flying later from his full model high school, got his pilot club in 62 days. There he is, Tom Larkin, the SubSonex Mini Jet. On this airplane is built over in Czech Republic. It is a PBS TJ-100 engine, which was originally built for drones and UAVs. Look at this, coming through here doing an aileron roll. The engine weighs 43 pounds and produces 258 pounds of thrust. The airplane is fully aerobatic, is capable of withstanding 6 positives and 3 negative G's. And it takes them right through the sun. He's got a climb rate in excess of 11,000 feet per minute. Unfortunately today he's only got a 3,000-foot ceiling. That's a half-Cuban 8 there. Let's see if he's going to do the other half. There's the pull. Wait for the rollout. And there it is. That's a full Cuban 8. What we have here today is a very small airplane doing very large aerobatics. Tom will be performing a cross-sectional maneuvers that he used to train fighter pilots on as an instructor in the Air Force. You might think these are aerobatics, and they are, but it's also a great way to go take off after the enemy or get away from the enemy should you get caught. Back on the vertical roll, and that demonstrates the awesome flying rate of the SubSonex Mini Jet. This airplane around. He is having a great time flying this airplane, but he says it is a very tiny aircraft. Now, one of the neat things about this airplane is that you don't fly it from airshow to airshow. The fuel capacity on board this aircraft is not that much. As a matter of fact, he's sitting on an 8-gallon smoke tank, and his back is actually the fuel tank in this airplane. So he doesn't have that much fuel on board, and what he does is he'll take the airplane and he'll pop the wings off it when it's time to go to another air show, which is really kind of cool. And then what he does is he puts the airplane in a trailer and he moves it to the next air show, which is great because what that does is that reduces any influences of the weather. If it's raining, if it's snowing, if the weather is just plain poor, not a big deal. You just put it in the trailer and away you go. Tom Larkin back onto the vertical there. you will not see Tom do in it yet is a tail slide. The reason is he doesn't have a propeller to push airflow over the control surfaces in a tail slide. That can be a very dangerous, very unstable maneuver. There are just some maneuvers you can't do with the SubSonex Jet. But I'll tell you what he can do, the one maneuver he really likes to do with his airplane, and that is that once he's done flying, he signs autographs. So if you want to get a photograph with Tom, or his promo material and an autograph, he will be signing autographs after the demonstration here today. We can come up and we can ask him all about the airplane. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested, this airplane is held together by pop ribbons. Oh yeah, I know, that'll bring you some horror stories, but they are aviation grade pop ribbons, not the kind you go down to the hardware store and get. They are aviation graded. It really does help out with the construction of this aircraft. And as you can see, she's a little speed demon. All right, here it comes. He's going to pull 6 G's in the maximum performance turn. Cranks this airplane around in a couple of hundred feet, maintaining 6 tons of horsepower while in that turn. Yeah, I think he has a lot of fun with his aircraft. Tom's going to turn the airplane around and bring it around. It looks like he may be setting up for a photo pass. If you haven't got your cameras and camcorders and cell phones and your watercolor kit out, you should have it out now. Because there we go. There's the photo pass. Tom Larkin, the SubSonex Mini Jet. You know, I'm looking at that airplane and I'm thinking to myself, Christmas isn't that far away. Hey, and who do I have right in front of me here? Stash and Sliver. Thanks, guys. You look real good out there. Hey, if you ever need any baggage on board the airplane, please give me a call. He says the back seat's always open. Woohoo! All right, Tom Larkin's going to set up for his landing here in just a moment. Oh, man, you know, that airplane is the stuff that dreams are made of. If you've ever watched the James Bond movie where James Bond whips out this little mini jet, how many of us haven't had that fantasy? And here it is live and being demonstrated by a great pilot. And you don't want to know how much it costs. I hate to say it, but it is not an inexpensive airplane at all. But that's okay, because there are plenty of aviation dreams out there for plenty of budgets and all of that. So you don't have to worry. Somehow, some way, you'll find a way to do it if you want to touch the sky. Is that you, Joe Flood, over there? It sure is. Here comes the landing, everybody. And there goes the runway visibility, not to mention the many thousands of mosquitoes. I know you'll miss all of them. I know, I feel bad for the mosquitoes. They are constantly picked on.